Minnesota is a tax deed state. In fact, in Minnesota, they refer to tax deed auctions as tax forfeited sales or tax forfeited properties.
Yeah, every state kind of has their own unique language depending on their laws. In the past, the minimum bid for properties was set at the appraised value of the property, which it still is in some counties, but there are some counties that also set minimum bids that start at the back taxes or less than appraised value.
Yeah, exactly. So, Minnesota's going to be a little bit different. I think it also depends on how many times that property's been offered to sell. But most counties are going to use a premium bid method, which essentially, is going to be a live auction. They do have online auctions now as well, but really the deed will be sent to you by the State Commissioner of Revenue.
Excellent. Well, before we move on to talk about the properties, we noticed that only about 15% of you guys are subscribed to us. So we want to encourage you guys to hit that join button and subscribe so that you can be notified anytime we produce new videos.
Yeah, definitely. So today we're going to talk about Wadena County, Minnesota, and this is a online auction taking place on October 4th through the 6th.
Yeah, so it's coming up here soon. It's on Bid for Assets. This is an online auction site.
Yeah, exactly. And like Shade said, it's going to be on Bid for Assets. That's where you'll get registered, and that's where you'll participate in the auction as well.
And so here we can see the very first property we're looking at. We can see this is a piece of vacant land, I believe.
Yeah, exactly. This is a piece of vacant land. Has a minimum opening bid of $19,000, and it has an assessed value of $76,000. But it's about 1.3 acres, and it's actually located right there on a lake. You can actually kind of see it in the photo on the right hand side.
Yeah. There's a good chance that it'd be interesting to see the comps, but the value's probably above that assessed.
Yeah, well, and in looking at this property in the past on Zillow, they actually had photos of a trailer, and you can see the trailer there in older satellite images.
Yeah, so it's been cleared for trailer, and it must have hookups there.
Yeah, exactly.
It as well.
It's got hookups. It's got everything, or at least we assume that it does, since there was a trailer on the property at one time.
Yeah, it's a nice lot. The next property we have here is actually a commercial property starting off at $8,000 with an opening bid. This is an interesting property. Was it a cafe?
Yeah, it's actually, you can actually see it's a pretty good sized building there if you look at the overhead map. Now, they only have an assessed value of $32,000 on this particular property, but, really, I think that there's probably more value in the property than that.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it's not, condemned.
Well, the photo on the right was actually a current photo.
Yeah.
So that was, you can see the sign that they have there in the window that they put on, letting people know that it was coming up for sale.
Yeah, it looks like it's usable from the image.
Exactly. And with the pandemic and everything, it makes sense that something like a cafe, could go under. In fact, the next property is the property right next to it, which I believe was another type of restaurant.
Yeah.
You
can see here.
But with these type of properties, just because it was a restaurant doesn't mean it needs to still be a restaurant. These could be great properties to make into office space. A lot of people are working from home or being able to work outside the office, may want to be able to, go and have an office somewhere.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of a nice little downtown area here for this, I don't know if this is Sabika City.
Yeah, exactly. And so with each one of these properties starting at $7,000, $8,000, we're looking at those current photos of the property right there. It really looks pretty nice. I mean, they've got some newer, wood there. I mean, everything looks like it's been remodeled recently.
Yeah, well, and the assessment's obviously really low.
Yeah.
It is crazy that they just don't give a whole lot of value
Well,
in general.
and what we'd do is, if we were really going to buy these, would look more into some of the commercial values and also, what we could potentially use it for as well. So, really probably putting a restaurant in these properties may not be the strategy with them. It may be using it for some other type of business.
Yeah. Next property we're looking at here has an opening bid of $29.75, and is also a piece of vacant land. Size here about 1 acre exact.
Yeah. It's nothing real sexy. Has an assessed value of $11,500, but in looking to the market values, I think it could easily be worth double that. We do a little bit more research to verify, but
yeah, exactly the kinds of properties though that you'd love to see.
Yeah, well, let's say you pick this up for $3,000, and you turn around and you wholesale it to somebody for 10 or 12 grand or something like that. You make a good turnaround profit, and you can still sell it fairly quickly.
Yeah, here we have a home starting at $11,900. It looks like the county, the county's estimate on it is at what 40. No, they give it a total value $47,200.
Yeah, $47,200. Also one thing to notice is this particular property has a special assessment, but it's only $273.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
But I did notice that some of these other properties had larger. Like I saw, one of the lots had a $10,000. A city special assessment or some type of lien against it. And in that kind of case, we'd definitely be contacting the city, trying to see if we could work on something out if we want to try buying that property.
Yeah, this property looks like it's probably close to usable. It probably might need stuff inside, but not too much.
No, well, there's certain things you automatically see. These are current photos. You can see the sign in the wall letting you know the auction. But that has newer siding. I'm seeing newer windows, where we've got, vinyl windows.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of good things about this property. Zillow's giving it around $59,000, $60,000. When I was looking at past sales, it seems like it was a little low to me. But, either way, if you could pick this up for a good deal, this could be a kind of property that you could walk in and rehab fairly easily.
Yeah. And here we have another home. This one starts at $18,625, is assessed value about $74,100. Zillow estimated value of $85,000.
Yeah, well, and looking, Zillow has this one at $85,000, and that might have to do with it. Looks like it has an extra lot, on this property. But I thought that other home was actually nicer. We're all talking within the same city, but $85,000, $18,000 opening bid. You can see these opening bids, are not.
Yeah, they're not quite as low as in some sales.
Yeah.
But they're also not, assessed value.
Yeah, well, and there's still a lot of potential profit.
Yeah.
Especially based on the condition of these deals. You could go in there, even with this one has a city special assessment of $1,000. We're going to take that into consideration when we're doing our bid, because we're going to want to get that paid off and eliminate anything like a city lien on the property.
Yeah.
This last property I thought was kind of interesting. We need to do more research into buying it, but it was, had a $3,000 opening bid, had an assessed value of $11,700. But when I was looking at properties for sale in this area and also the property values of these homes are, $200,000 to $300,000 homes, right here within this lot. And actually, if you look at the photo on the right-hand side, you can see where that lot is in yellow. But that property to the right of it, that's kind of in the orange, that was actually for sale as well on the over-the-counter list.
Oh, really?
But you can see where the easement comes in, and that's where you couldn't build, but there's still a lot on that lot, where you could potential build, and you could buy that lot next to it. So, it was at the end of the street, and it could be a lot, that has a lot higher value of $11,000, especially if you could make sure you could build on it.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, when I was looking at equivalent lots, they were, $60,000-$70,000.
Yeah, pretty good value. Well, these properties have been properties in Wadena, Minnesota, and are going to be offered up here through Bid for Assets online auction on October 4th through the 6th.
Yeah, exactly. High bid wins. If you like what we provide, go ahead and check out our membership program at taxsalesupport.com. Our month-to-month membership is just $39 a month. You can cancel at any time. And a 12-month membership program is only $29 a month.
Yeah, and that includes training, live trainings that we do every week, as well as tax sale lists.
Yeah, exactly. All of these auctions that we're showing you come from our tax sale lists.
Yeah, so hey, thanks for watching this video. Be sure to hit that like button.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.